In this video, we're going to talk about the largest Microsoft data solutions cloud provider in the entire world. This company isn't even public yet. They're merging with a SPAC in the first quarter of next year. It's APXT and AvePoint, and I'm really excited about this company, and I think we're going to have a great week. So, if you want my view on this company, stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allan. I'm really excited to talk about APXT and AvePoint today. There was some news over the last couple days. The AvePoint CEO, TJ Zhang, had an interview with Benzinga. Benzinga is a big stock market analysis website, and they do some great news stuff, and the guy asked some really great questions of TJ. So I was really excited to see this interview. I just finished watching it. It was, again, because I watched it already, really excited about this company. Even more so after watching that interview. Now, we're going to talk about some potential concerns as well that I'm hoping will I just want to get out of the way real quick. So SPACs, just in general, there are, as you guys put it in the comments, ambulance chasing lawyers and law firms that try to sue SPACs all the time. So when researching APXT, you may see an article such as this come up on Yahoo Finance. Weiss Law LLP reminds TGC, APXT, Fisker, INAC shareholders about its ongoing investigations. If you go to Weiss Law's website, you'll see that they're essentially suing every SPAC under the face of the earth, every single SPAC. They don't win anything. Like this is something that happens with every single SPAC. It's essentially them reaching out to shareholders saying, hey, if you guys want to be part of a class action lawsuit that doesn't really even exist, let us know if you're not happy with this merger. I don't know if anybody is going to be unhappy with APXT merging with the largest Microsoft 365 cloud data platform in the entire world. Now, this company only has 3% of the market share. Their goal is to get to 10% in the next few years, and they're already profitable. You look at like a company like Snowflake or Palantir, a lot of these SaaS companies in general, they're not even profitable yet. And they're worth, tens of billions of dollars. In some cases, $100 billion like Snowflake. Absolutely crazy. It's already worth $100 billion. Now, AvePoint has the potential to bring in more revenue. AvePoint has massive potential if they get to 10% of the market share. So we're going to talk about that as well. But if you see this kind of thing online, please don't let this worry you, because it isn't anything to worry about. Okay, these law firms. It's just crazy to me that they do this. But hey, maybe it's a good way for them to earn some money. I saw this article the other day. Investors Observer is a cool website where you can go and they kind of rank every stock. So in this article here, they're ranking APXT versus other SPACs. Now APXT is ranking in the top 95% of all SPACs right now based on fundamentals. That's pretty exciting. They also ranked it versus other stocks in the stock market. And they have an overall rating better than 57% of all stocks right now. So in Investors Observer mind, this stock is a buy right now. It's a buy right now. And a lot of analysts are saying that this is a buy. So this is another thing to keep in mind with APXT, okay, as we head into next week. APXT, again, they're the largest in the world. They're the largest in the world of these Microsoft partners, okay? And only 40% of their business is in the US. Only 40% of their business. So it's a worldwide organization, about 30% of their business in Europe, another 30% of their business is in Asia. They're a worldwide leader in Microsoft Data Solutions. Worldwide leader. Now, what are the potential concerns with this company? Honestly, I don't see any. And I want you guys to correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Because the only thing I see is that they're so dependent on Microsoft right now, right? They're so dependent on Microsoft that what if something happens to Microsoft? What if Microsoft's penetration in the market or market share starts to decrease over time? Then there could be a concern that AvePoint, because they're so integrated with Microsoft, that they could start falling as well, right? I wanted to show you this quick, okay? So we have Amazon Web Services, Azure, which is Microsoft, Google Cloud, we have Alibaba Cloud, we have a couple others. Amazon is massive in this space, like absolutely massive. Amazon doesn't just deliver packages to your front door. They run like what is a lot of the internet on the back end. They do a ton of cloud service stuff. It's called AWS, Amazon Web Services. And earlier this year, they had an over 40% market share in this space. Now, they don't even have a 35% market share in this space because companies like Google and Azure and Alibaba are starting to take away some of that market share. So Azure is consistently growing in this space very, very quickly. They have about a 19% market share right now, and back in April, they only had about a 17% market share. So again, if the real only pitfall I see with AvePoint personally is if Microsoft starts losing market share, then this kind of quells that fear for me. But I'm always open to the dialogue and criticism down in the comments. I would love for you guys to point out something that you can see wrong with this company for the future, if it's future growth or whatever. But keep in mind, this company is profitable. It's consistently growing by 30% year over year while not burning through cash, while not going into debt. This company started with a $60 million initial investment. $60 million. And they've grown their business like crazy to the #1 Microsoft partner in the entire world. And they've been around for 19 years. They've been around for a really, really long time. This is an exciting company. I'm really, really excited. The CEO is the founder. He's still around. It looks like he hasn't aged a bit, which is awesome. So I'm hoping he's going to be around for a lot longer. But I'm really, really excited for this company long term. But again, I want you guys to point out any sort of pitfalls that you can find with the company because honestly, I don't see any. Guys, I'm laughing because I was talking. My camera, my SLR over there, it's about 8 feet away from me. Only records for about 11 and a half minutes, 12 minutes at the most. And I've been talking to the camera for like 3 minutes about price and going over the chart. I've just been talking to the camera and it wasn't even on this whole time. So we're going to talk about price now again. But I'm excited for this price action. I want to show you what happened. Once the merger was announced, people were really, really excited about this company. And we see that a lot with SPACs, okay? We see that a lot. But they announced the merger, or they announced that they were merging with this company and pop, right up, okay? This was an exuberant jump, okay? Over the course of a couple days, it went from $11 all the way up to $17. It was a massive jump. And remember, I was like the first person to bring this to you guys' attention, and you guys will say that in the comments. If you guys bought up here in the 16s or 17s, hang on. I think we're going to have a good week next week. So I told you guys last week on the 2nd, when it dropped down into the 12s here, I was buying more. I have a cost basis of $12.52. About 30% of my portfolio is tied up in APXT right now. That's how much I believe in this company. Now, we've been trading sideways for pretty much this whole week, okay? Pretty much this whole week. And this is good price action. You guys know how I feel about these exuberant parabolic moves when it jumps up like 80% in a couple days. Like that's a big move that needs to be corrected. It just has to be corrected. So try not to, as a general rule of thumb, try not to buy into stocks when they're up 80% already. You know, it maybe isn't a good idea. That's why I'm not invested in, a lot of these companies we talk about on this channel because they've already moved so much. We made a video, and some of you guys still ask me about DPW. We made a video about DPW a few weeks ago, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, after it had gone up 350%. Because you guys were like, what about DPW? What about DPW? And then it fell hard. It fell really, really hard. Corrections are bound to happen in the stock market, especially when you focus on one stock at a time, right? Like corrections are bound to happen. Overall, the stock market is pretty stable, right? But when you're focusing on one stock, corrections are bound to happen. And this was no exception, right? We went from the $17.25 all the way down to what was $12.70. That was a big drop. It's almost a $5 drop in the share price. and now it's gone back up. It's at 1450 or so, I believe. 1452, I believe, was where it closed after hours the other day. Yeah, 1452. I think we're going to have a really, really good week for APXT. I think this share price could double before the merger. I think this could double before the merger and potentially more. I think we'll get to $28, $30 potentially before the merger. The merger is happening we don't have a date yet, but it's Q1 of 2021, okay? So it's going to be sometime between like January and March next year. So we've got a lot of time for this stock to run up. But we also have a lot of time for it to trade up and down, build new support levels, all that kind of good stuff, okay? So if it does go up like crazy next week, if you're trying to swing trade this or day trade this or something like that, this will be a volatile stock up till the merger. So if you aren't ready to hold on for the long haul, I would say I'm not going to buy if it goes up 80%, right? I'm not going to add into my position. But if it goes up 80% and then drops back down again and creates new support levels, that's where I may think about buying. Okay? So that's all I have about price action. I hope this video helped. That's my whole goal with these videos, is to help us all make more informed decisions. I have a pretty exciting video for you guys planned. I put a poll out, and I think we have over 70 some entries. I'm really, really excited. And what we're doing is we're gonna pin two of you guys against each other. Okay? I had you guys pick 3 stock tickers that you thought were gonna do crazy things over the next week. And I'm going to pick 2 of you, and you guys are going to go head to head, and we're going to see who's the better traders out there, okay? So I'm really, really excited to do this. If it goes well, I'll do it every week. I think it'll be really, really fun. So we'll do this on Sunday. I'll report back to you everybody's results on Saturday. So I'm really, really excited to do that. I'll announce the people that I picked later on today in that video. So stay tuned for that, okay? We'll probably have that up in a few hours. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We're almost at 13,000 subscribers. It was absolutely crazy. Remember, just a few weeks ago, we were at 500. So it's absolutely awesome, and I appreciate all your kind words down in the comments. So as always, if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.